I don't know how to form the question, and I don't know the question. It's about something you said to me that day.
What?
You said that it's because let me find that message just one moment. Okay, that day you sent me a message when we were talking that day. You told me that I have not enough love for anyone, so the energy is not coming.
Energy is not coming.
And then you say that I don't trust anyone. So my question is, why is it so hard for me to trust? Especially for Swami, who has been guiding me for 7 years.
First you tell whether you trust me or not. Just tell the truth, just tell the don't color it, just say what you can see.
I feel that there's a fear to trust fully.
There's
a fear.
Fear.
There's a fear.
Fear to
trust fully. I can feel that.
Fear to trust.
There's a fear to trust fully, to trust completely.
Fully. You said, just say fully. Fully. So, why?
Yeah.
Why?
I think there's a fear that what if you are wrong? I think there's a fear in that.
So what if I am wrong? What you will lose? Even if I am wrong, what you will lose? What do you have that you will lose?
Actually, no.
So what you will lose?
Nothing to lose.
You will die even if I am wrong or right, you will die. So everything will be lost.
Yes, Swami.
So then what is the fear?
No fear.
What do you mean by if I am wrong? What do you mean by I am wrong or right about what?
About anything.
What everything? What is that everything?
Whenever I ask a question, then you give an answer, then it's like, what if you are wrong?
What answer?
Anything like when I'm asking a question.
There is no answer to any question. Questions are just destroyed. The answer is you yourself, your innermost reality. So answer will not come from outside. So how you are going to be fooled? If the answer is inside you, you have to go inside. You are not going inside. Because you don't have enough. You are not frustrated with this world. You don't have enough thirst, enough hunger for truth. Because you are still dreaming. That's why you are afraid also. You have fear also. The fear is of the mind. And you are identified with that mind. The fear is of the mind is afraid of dying. Mind is not leading you anywhere. You're moving in a vicious circle, in a rut.
Yes, sir.
What I am, if I am wrong? So that means you think everyone is wrong. Maybe everyone can be wrong.
Yes.
So then you are right. Why don't you trust yourself? Everyone is wrong, you are right. So trust yourself. You cannot even trust yourself. So what can I do?
Sir.
Who will trust? The trust comes from your very being, from knowing yourself. Otherwise, how can you trust? When you know who you are, you will trust, you can trust. Otherwise, you cannot trust. If you have a good emotional quotient, you are born in a family where there is some healthy emotional relation, then your trust may be little deeper, but still it is only at emotional level. If you are not able to trust your parents, then it will be very difficult to trust anyone. But the real trust happens only when you know yourself. So what if I am wrong? If I am wrong, it makes no difference. That it shows there is total confusion and misunderstanding. Enlightenment, truth, spirituality is not about others, it is about yourself. So even if I am wrong, what difference it makes? And if there is no truth inside, then at least you try to find it. That means you are afraid, you are not a gambler. You just want certainty. Then what is the search? If everything is known beforehand, then what is the search? There is no search. I also had to trust. I could see that Osho is different, Swamiji is different. They are not like the ordinary people. They have a clarity, they have a grace. They are not confused. So I felt that this, if they have something, it can be, I can also have that. Because they are not, they're just like me. Same kind of bodies. Everything is same. So I could see that Osho has something. He is indicating towards something. He is giving me the direction. You have to follow this path. And where he is leading to your very being. So you have to go inside, not outside. Outside, anyone can be wrong. I can be wrong, anyone can be wrong. But you exist. The life is there. Consciousness is here. It may be clouded, but it is there. So when you are saying that I may be wrong, that is also excuse of a bastard mind, harami mind. The mind is trying to find excuses. The inner search is not about the outside people. It is about going inside. And if there is nothing inside, finally you find there is nothing inside. Then also nothing is wasted. You did your very best to find yourself. There is nothing inside. So now again you can relax. There is nothing outside, there is nothing inside. Just relax. Chill. Mm. Mm. The thing is that those people who are lukewarm, they are always finding excuses. And if what you think, I believe, even if I know myself, I'm not going to be God or something. I will touch your head and then you will start seeing all kind of heaven and everything. Your confusion has to disappear. Your mirror has to become clean. Once it is clean, you will be grateful that someone was very sincere in trying to show you the way. If you are a fraud, if you are a third-rate person, if you are unauthentic, what can I do? You have your own beliefs, your own projection. You are projecting something in me. When I said that I am Superman, if you are projecting, what do you mean by if I am wrong? What wrong, what right? You think that someone will supply you answer from outside and your confusion will disappear. The answer is within you. If there are impurities inside you, remove them. I never said to you that I will surrender to me and I will lead you towards liberation or I will take you to heaven. There is something within you. If once you are a sincere person, you will know that it is always here. That remains always. You cannot doubt it. That is the only thing I have found. I cannot say about those people who claim to be enlightened. They may have found something else. Why should I vouch for them? But even if you have found it, that doesn't mean that money will start showering on you. That is a different thing. That needs a different kind of talent. You may not be interested in money. If a person is really sincere in knowing himself, there is a very little chance he will be interested in money. He has to be frustrated with the outside things. Only then he goes in. If he has some talent for earning money before he started seeking the truth, that may help him. But once you have found yourself, you are just all the fever is gone. Why you will make effort? Just seeing Osho, you cannot conclude that everyone will be like him. Osho was born in a business family. He may be a different kind of person, but you will have money if that is the criteria. And this is not the right criteria. Swamiji, when he became enlightened, after he became enlightened, I came in contact with him very soon. And he will say to us, those who were close to him, that I am good for nothing. After you are enlightened, you are good for nothing. And he used to say always that those who are enlightened, what do you think? Maybe they cannot know how to mend your cycle if it is punctured. They may not be knowing anything. But this is your projection that they know everything. I have been telling you from the very beginning, don't expect miracles from enlightened people. If someone is claiming, maybe he is a fraud. Because even if those powers starts developing, you have to surrender those things. Only then you can move towards yourself. There is one whole chapter in Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, Vibhuti Pad, where he is talking about all these supernatural powers. And he says that if those things starts developing, then just give it up. Otherwise you will become entangled in those things. That is what to those people he uses the word Yog Bhrast. You have fallen from this union. So what you were asking? I forgot. Okay, say again little bit.
Me or him, Swami?
He has asked nothing. He is in a very tense state. He is making all the effort to be peaceful. But if you are making too much effort, you will not become peaceful. You will become tense. I sent him, I think I sent to you also, personally, J. Krishnamurti's quotation. So this is real insight, what he is. But the thing is that we have this fear inside that if we drop all effort, but you cannot drop as long as the ego is there. Ego will go on making effort. So it can only happen, but at least this should go inside you. That's one day effort has to be dropped. And you are making all the effort only to drop it. Once it will drop only when you are totally relaxed. Otherwise it cannot drop. But if you find some time that you are very relaxed, try to be in that state. Don't again start making effort. As long as you can remain without effort, just be, don't do anything. And then finally you will see this is what you were searching for. Then you can enjoy everything. Whatever is available in this moment, you will enjoy. So what you were asking?
Okay, I was asking, that day you say I don't trust anyone and I have not enough love for anyone, so the energy was not coming.
This is what I have written. Energy was not coming. I may have written something else.
You say that what can you do now? You don't trust anyone. You think you are very smart. That is your undoing. You have not enough love for anyone, so the energy is not coming.
What I mean is that the extra energy, overflowing energy is not there, so you are not able to do extra things. You are bound by the biology. Otherwise, those people who were working for 18 hours in Rajneeshpuram, how they were able to do? Because love was their energy. They were so much in love with Osho that the love was, once you are in that state, you will not get tired. The normal law of biology will not apply to you. So So at least one should have that kind of experience for few years at least. Then maybe your system may not be able to use that much energy. So when your system is all right, you are young, then you should have. You should transcend the limits of biology. That is what Gurdjieff said, that you have 3 layers of energy. First is very physical, biological, which is all dependent on food, and it gets tired easily. Then if you continue while you feel that you are very tired, you cannot move anymore, and if you continue, the energy will come from within you, from higher layer. That he calls collective energy. Collective means the energy which people who have happened before you, those who have made effort, they have tried to transcend. That has entered inside you also. Because you cannot say that you are coming out of blue. You are carrying all those things. Like in your brain, you have all the memories. Even before you were a human being, it is all you are carrying all those things in your software. And if you continue even then, you are feeling that you will fall down. And if you continue, then the 3rd layer will begin, that is cosmic layer. Then you will know the energy is never tired. Your body may get tired, but the energy is always fresh. But if you love something totally, when you are total, then you don't get tired. When you are half-hearted, then you get tired. That is the secret. If you become one, if you are divided, then you will become tired, because your energy is leaking. When the meditation camp is happening, people are sleeping 3-4 hours, and they are quite all right. Sometimes they sleep only 2 hours. Sometimes they are not able to sleep at all. The energy level is so high. Still, the body cooperates. When you are totally passionate, when you are total in something, the body also listens to it. But when you are divided, when you are schizophrenic, one part of you wants something, the other part is totally diametrically opposite of that. Then there is an inner fight. Then you will get tired. And when you are total in something, when you love something, there is no need that there should be any reason for that. You are enjoying your energy. That is what some poet, Keats or someone said. Energy is delight. You are getting the fruit this moment. You are not in search of any fruit that will happen when you will get Nobel Prize or someone else will recognize. That's why earlier when you were making videos, I was appreciating you. I was saying, now I feel that if you are growing, why can't you yourself get some contentment? Why there is a need that I will tell you anything? Even if I am feeling something, what is the need that I have to express it in words? That means you are not growing, you are not becoming mature. You are dependent on outside. Only when you are appreciated by someone from outside, then you do. Otherwise, you don't do anything. Like you are making book. So when you are making book, you should take the whole responsibility. Why should I have to tell you anything? That is what those people who were with Osho, they were doing. That's why they became integrated. They became crystallized. If you don't do anything, you are just doing the minimum, then you will never know what is hidden inside you. That's why I say that Modi is not an ordinary person. People may understand or not, but he knows secrets, some secrets. He is not divided. There are all other politicians, they are getting tired, even they can't work even half of what he is doing. So why he is able to do? Because he is not divided. He is totally convinced about what he is doing. And those who are working with him, their level also increases. They are also able to do more because when they see he is doing so much. So if you are enjoying what you are doing, then that becomes meditation. If you are looking for some result from outside, some appreciation, some reward, then it will never become meditation. You were saying something, Mr. Bhupendra?
You said about brain that there is the memory and before, like, I don't remember what you exactly said.
Everything is recorded in your brain.
So memory is a part of brain. Okay.
Memory is part of your mind, but you need the brain for that memory to be read. Otherwise, you give some example.
Like any incident or a...
No. I am asking her to give some example. Like the brain and mind. You give some example. The relationship.
The relationship.
If you expect that only I will answer everything, then what? Why?
The brain is the hardware. The brain is the hardware. The mind is the software.
That I could have said, but exactly you cannot say the brain is hardware. Brain is not such a dead thing that you can call it hardware. It has also a lot of sensitivity and all those things, but memory is like all the experience recorded. It is there, but recorded things are there. But if the brain is not there, you will never know what is inside. Even to experience your consciousness, the brain is needed. Otherwise, you will never feel this consciousness. You need this body-mind mechanism. Otherwise, the consciousness goes back to its source. It's like the electricity is there, but it needs some apparatus to manifest.
Then where is mind? Where is mind?
What do you mean by where is mind? Where is software in the computer?
Where is
mind is something which the consciousness is able to feel it, able to like thoughts are coming, emotions are there. They are there, but if the consciousness is not there, who will know that they are there? It's like the relationship is like the wave and the ocean. Ultimately, it is wave is also ocean. There is nothing extra in waves other than the ocean. It is all ocean. There can be few people who can explain all those things in a very scientific way. That doesn't mean that they have known themselves. They have a scientific brain, so they know mind and everything, brain. Don't expect that if someone has come to know himself. There are people who have not experienced themselves. They have never known any moment of silence where their mind has totally stopped. But they can explain the relationship, all those things. I am not claiming that I can whatever. That's why even if I am saying something, I do. How I will know what is mind or what is brain? It is all what others are telling. But I have not even read much. I have not read any book on brain or not any psychological book completely. Though I have books, but I have not read it. It is better to eat food than to read about food. If I have too much extra energy, I will read, then I will be able to explain. Even Osho was not explaining all those things at very minute details. Though he has read many books, so don't think whatever he is able to explain, it is just because he has become enlightened. He has read so much books. Information you get from outside. If you have no information, you cannot explain things. So don't be in a superstitious state that if someone is able to explain those things. The real thing is that is anyone helping you to find yourself or not. He may not be knowing all the extra details. I don't claim. There are people who are they're real charlatan. They claim that they know everything. Osho has said once somewhere that this is the most courageous thing. I'm not exactly quoting that. If someone says I don't know, anyone can say I don't know, but if a person who is considered to be enlightened, he says I don't know, then it has some value. The thing is that what this state is called state of not knowing. So and that is what Socrates said. That's why he was considered the wisest man on earth. The only thing I know is that I know nothing. When you claim that you know everything, it is all bogus. It's all bullshit. It is all lies. If I know myself, it doesn't mean I know everything. That is what Osho said. When they started asking me that if you are enlightened and you say that your room was tapped, what the word he used? Not tapped. Bugged. So if a room was bugged, how you could not know it? So he said it, and I have been saying to it so many times that Enlightenment doesn't mean that I know everything. I know myself. I don't know whether my room is bugged or not. That is not the domain of being enlightened. But all these people have to create an aura that they know everything. Otherwise, you are not going to listen to them. If I know what is my real nature, what is the necessity that I should know everything. I have watched my emotions, my thoughts, and I have known something which is beyond all those things. That's all. There is a possibility that Buddha may have a very sharp brain, and he may be far more informed than people who were at that time. So then he can explain many things better than. But the real thing is that he became totally silent. The division dropped and he came to his very center. Whether you are able to explain things or not, that is secondary. And Osho has said that to be an enlightened master is a talent, but to know yourself is not a talent. You can know, but you may not be. So when you ask all those things, I am not so much interested in what is brain, what is mind, all those. Mind or brain, whatever, you have to watch it. And be free from that. And Osho has said that you can transcend all those things directly. You may not be knowing anything about brain, about mind, but you can go beyond it. You can directly experience your real nature. So those people who are asking all these kind of intellectual questions, it looks they are very much interested in truth. They are just fucked up in their brain, mind. They are not interested in the indirect truth. So they have to move round about. It's like what Swamiji says, that you can touch your nose directly, or you can move your hand like this and then touch. When your house is on fire, then you will jump directly. You may break your legs, but you will not ask anyone from where to jump, where to go. So the modern man is the most corrupt kind of man. They don't have any innocence. So until and unless you answer all their questions, and they are just interested in intellectual entertainment. And Osho has been he is answering questions, so many questions, so much. Still people are asking questions. That means that what you are searching is not truth. You don't want to be totally relaxed. You don't want to come to your very center, to return back to your home. There was a song which we used to hear. Home is where the heart is. So when you are in your heart, you are at home. And heart doesn't mean emotions. When your emotions are purified, then you can really feel. So how is your Gurjev meditation going on? You have become very serious, but that may be a process. It's all right. But
I did not sleep well, so I'm a little sleepy. And
But you looked quite tired and as if your energy is sucked. Not like
yes,
in the
my hand
in meditation camps, people are they become like in last camp you were looking like more joyous, and though I talked only on video only I think once at that time also, but on that day, but it may be part of the process. You cannot have all the time the same type of feeling.
my hand also little bit pain is here in shoulder.
So why you are choosing always Western people for camps? Just the question came, so I am asking. Otherwise, there is nothing. I think it came also after you said about. I felt little bit. Is it like I feel like Indian people have tremendous inferiority complex when someone from West. I used to also have. Even I feel somewhere Osho also had this kind of thing that Western people are superior. But when he went to America and then he saw everything on his own, all his beliefs disappeared. He used to praise American freedom of expression and all those things. Then he started condemning that it is all just facade, facade, nothing real about it. So what you have to say about Kashmir killing? Great Sadhak Bhupendra.
So this man, big mustache, G.D. Bakshi, he said that even though it's like maybe may not be far, he is more experienced. He said the number of military persons decreased in last few years after during COVID and after COVID. And that may be the reason. Even that's not the reason. The reason is like something else.
What is the reason?
The reason is they got the opportunity to enter and some local people helped them. And this is like always happening, but this time they got the chance and they made it to happen. We think from another point of view, number may be decreased, but that means not that they have compromised with the security.
He said or you are saying?
He said that a number of soldiers decreased in last years. That's the right thing, but that's not mean that anyhow or due to this there is a compromisation with the security, because number of persons deployed in the border or everywhere are still same.
It is very, very complex. It is not that easy to. One of the thing is that Pakistan is in great trouble inside. So they have to divert that attention. Second thing is this Munir. As I am Munni. In his very name, as is there. As I am Munir. He is the new Osama, the new Mullah. He wants that he should continue. His term is going to be over. So So he thought that if he does something like that, then he can claim that only I can deal with this. So just to save his chair, that he will remain the chief of army staff there, whatever is, I think, chief of army staff, so whatever they are called there. This thing has to happen. And he said few days back, he was giving speech. You heard that speech or not? Where he's talking with non-residential Pakistanis. And he was saying all those things, that we are very different from Hindus, and we have paid great price to create this country. And he was saying that like they created Makkah and they created Islam was created 1400 years back. This is second Islamic country. So he was trying to do everything to create poison inside people. So they must have planned it beforehand, and now they know that Kashmir is the Indian side of Kashmir is really growing. Their economic level is far, far ahead of the Pak-occupied Kashmir. So the people there, they want to merge with India. So this is the first time they have attacked tourists. Otherwise they used to attack people who were going for Amarnath or army people. So why they have attacked? So that the tourists will not come. And Kashmiris, they are showing that we are very much touched. We are like they were having protest and all those things. But this is all just fake. This is all al-taqiyya. Their business is suffering. Otherwise, there were many people who were involved in it, the Kashmiris. Because for them, the real thing is jihad. In Quran, it is mentioned 28 times almost, killing kafirs. Even if one time in a religious book it is said that those who don't believe in Allah or Muhammad, they should be killed, that is enough. 28 times. Qatal 400 times almost. Qatal means killing people. So people who don't know what is in Quran, even Osho was not aware, or he was just cheating people just to bring them to his fold. Later on he said everything, though he didn't say much. Even then one of his hotel was bombed by terrorists who claimed that we are Islamist. Maybe that's why he was not saying that much. He said those things in America. When you are doing something creative, you want to avoid all those things mostly. Though he was most outspoken, he was saying things clearly, but still that may not have helped. So he was not saying so much. But later on he said everything. If you are not a sane person, anyone can destroy you. If you are not a sane person, you can be divided very easily. And I feel at present you need to love your country. There is no other thing. All those talks, they are just big talks, utopian things. One world. When even Osho could not create one world among his people. A man like Osho cannot create. So what you can create? Nothing you can create. If you become one inside, that is enough. And he knew that these experiments are bound to fail. But you have tried it, that's enough. People are not so mature that they will, that will be like Satyug has already come. Satyug can happen inside you, but outside Satyug can happen only when millions of people will become enlightened. But you cannot convince even your family members to meditate. Even those who are meditating, they are full of doubts. You may be wrong. And if the whole world is wrong, you are not worried at all. You are eating pork and you are eating beef, then you never think you are wrong. And what I am saying that you rape people or you murder people or you gamble or you go to prostitute, that I am wrong. For what I am wrong? Okay then. You saw Modi or not today, his speech? He was in Bihar and he was speaking there. You saw Mr. Bhupendra? Bhupendra is in deep meditation. So okay, let him be in that. We will finish now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Oh.
Modi was very angry, but the anger had a beauty. This man has done some tapasya which has to be recognized. He is no ordinary politician. Though I may be wrong also, who knows what is happening inside someone else's head. What is the need to find out whether he is wrong or right? If you are right, it's all right. What is the need whether the whole world is wrong? Let the whole world be wrong, you become right, that's all. When you don't want to make yourself right, you are concerned about others. Whatever you can see about others is just action. Inside you cannot enter into others' people. They may have the great art to fool you. But those who are not right themselves, they are concerned about others. He was also saying that Mr. Totapuri, Tanoj was saying that I see only negative things. You start seeing only positive things everywhere. So why can't you see positive in me? If you are such a positive finder. Okay. You make this one tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Okay. You send me the title later, sir.
Title I will send tomorrow because you are making tomorrow. If you want to make Hindi one, I can send.
Yeah.
But you can make now or not. It's already too late for you, I think. Hindi one.
Oh, I'm good.
You are not looking so tired as you look. Before you were so tired. Now you are far better. But you can go to sleep.
Okay, sorry.
Otherwise, I am destroying your innocence. Your too very pure soul. I am destroying. But I could find that this man, they have all their design. They want somehow to that you should, both of you should come, be stop trusting me, and you should. So if he is so concerned about all those fake people, then there are hundreds. They have so many. They have collected so many thousands of people. Why he is after him? It is because I started saying things against him. I started making joke of his being a Brahmin, a fake Brahmin. So those things were hurting him. So what do you think, Mr. Bhupendra? What is the real reason?
Yeah.
Thing is that when you take things very personally, if I am saying things against Achar Prashant, if he is a right person, if he is a person who is saying everything, he is doing everything for the good of the people, he is a genuine person, so what difference it makes? He will come out even. But you should know everything. Ramakrishna Paramahans used to say that if you are in search of a master, then watch him while what he is doing in the day, watch him what he is doing in the night. Don't be, even if you go to buy a pot, you tap it from all sides to see whether it's broken or not. But I cannot claim to be a Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna was such a great sadhak. You can be trapped in that illusion also. Too much people who are... because I am Osho Sannyasin, so I dropped many things which I could have been doing if I was not his sannyasins. Because in this country especially, sadhana is very much praised. You are doing so much of tapasya. But what is the conclusion of Buddha or anyone? Sadhana or austerity, they cannot be the goal. The goal is that you become totally relaxed. So that's why whatever J. Krishnamurti is saying in that quote is very... If you are all searching all the time, you will never find. Something like that he said. Because you are always moving, you are looking outside. You are not never stopping. That is what Jesus has said, seek and ye shall find. And Taoist, they say, stop seeking and you will find. That is more deeper. Okay.
Okay, Swamiji, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Swami, thank you so much. Bye.
I may be wrong also. Beware. Huh?
What?
I am telling her, beware, I may be wrong also. Okay.
Okay, Swamiji, bye-bye.
Bye.